the Real Housewives of Reunion Part 2 from Atlanta aired last night. And Kim Zolciak won Best Dressed. I thought all the girls looked beautiful, but Kim in that Stella McCartney dress with the illusion mesh. Candy, I thought your hair looked fabulous like that. And I thought all the girls looked really great, actually. And at first, I didn't see a reason to have, three different parts to this reunion. Only, I know somebody who saw a sneak peek of next week's, the final, number 3. And he said, oh, yes, they did need 3, and you'll see why next week. Anyway, last night, the coup de grace was NeNe going in on Phaedra. Phaedra, NeNe got you good and there's no recovering. Phaedra apparently found NeNe's long-lost half-sisters and met up with them to dig up the dirt on NeNe. And NeNe intimated that Phaedra also wanted to roll the cameras so that the sisters would be a part of a Phaedra scene on the show. Oh, it's just really nasty and very crusty, Phaedra. Let's watch together. And before you play it, I want you to also notice NeNe's fabulous dress, and then we'll talk after this. Go.
What was your purpose of sitting somewhere trying to film with my half-sisters? What if I sat up on the show and film with your mama or with your aunt or your ex-boyfriend to try to bring or do you harm? We all work on this show together. I'm not trying to take anybody out. And I ain't got to like your but I ain't gonna go sit and try to be dirty and bring up your past. You do have a past. And you met with them outside of the party and tried to talk about me to my own family members. At the end of the day, we are blood. They're gonna come back and tell me that you're stupid. You're not smart. You're not smart.
Phaedra, she got you so good, there is no recovering from it. NeNe, what I loved about your dress, I like how you fashioned it for real life and with heels and stuff, but that's the kind of dress that when we're on vacation from the show, when spring and summer is here, that is how I walk around the house in stuff like that. No lie. Whether it's company or no company, I just love to walk past the mirror and say, look at me. Yeah, I do. I call it my homage to Maude. Or Mrs. Roper. Anyway, all the ladies are confirmed to return to the show next season, but Bravo is making it very clear that NeNe is the queen bee by giving her a raise. NeNe is getting her $1 million next season. Plus she's getting bonuses too. And after the season, after that, season 2 went off last night. Then I was switching back and forth because I'm watching Celebrity Apprentice, and then when that goes into commercials, I turned on Married to Medicine, only I won't be turning that on anymore. They fought like junkyard dogs last night. Mariah and Toya got into a fight. I don't like fighting, but I do agree with the fashion queens that Mariah, your hair looked better after the fight. It was just like, I mean, it's very pretty hair anyway, Mariah, but it looked better, yeah, fight-alicious. Anyway, okay, so now about Hugh Jackman. This is a huge story, and it's actually on the cover of, the New York Post. All the things going on, and this is what's being reported. I mean, but it is a big deal, though, everybody. Apparently, there's a woman who's got mental issues, and her name is Catherine Thurston. With a name like that, you were supposed to be valedictorian. Anyway, she's 47 years old, and she accosted Hugh at his New York gym. Allegedly, this lady has been, stalking him for quite some time. So she goes in the gym, she slips past the front desk where you're supposed to show your ID properly, and she gets into where he's working out. And so by now, he knows that she's not good for him, that she's a menace, so he's like, what the heck? How'd she get in here? Then she reaches into her pants and she pulls out, what do you want me to say? she pulled out an electric razor filled with hair and threw it at him because she doesn't like his whiskers. But he already has a restraining order against this very woman. So, you know, I mean, this woman, I mean, this is very dangerous. She even showed up at his daughter's school. She's also showed up and told his wife in her face, I'm gonna marry your husband. So the stalker was arrested. I don't know how long they're going to be able to hold her because, you know, then there's a statute of limitations for a restraining order, and then she can just be out stalking all over again. Catherine, your hair is too thick and good to be wasting it on stalking. No, I just had this conversation with somebody over the weekend. I was saying, you know, like when you get older, like after 40, you can go to the gym and keep a tight eye if you want to, but if your hair is thin and mousy and old lady-like, it takes away from your youthfulness. I mean, maybe not so thick, you know, I'm from Jersey, I like it a lot thick, but this right here, 47 years old, this is very rare that you get all this hair at 47, right? It's a terrible thing. You know, it's difficult though, I guess, you know, for these celebrities in New York to be celebrities in New York because New York is one of the places where celebrities like to live and visit and stuff because, you know, you can walk around like a normal person and nobody bothers you because everybody's cool here and everybody's busy and everybody feels as though they're entitled to something. Get out of my way, you know? Whereas in LA, I think LA is more set up for celebrity culture, you know, with gated communities. I mean, you're hard-pressed to find gated big houses here in the Northeast. That's generally like gated condos and things like that, but gated neighborhoods with the electric fences and stuff, it just doesn't happen here. Anyway, Hugh Jackman, I'm sorry to hear about your situation. All right, so let's talk about Kim Kardashian's situation. It never gets tiring. Kim apparently finally went to court to address her divorce. There was a settlement conference on Friday, and that's what she wore. Now let's stop at the picture for a moment so we can analyze. I must tell you, I never really believed the thing where they were saying that she's padding up to look bigger. However, as a big girl, I can tell you there are two things that we are not supposed to do unless we're pregnant and not naturally big, like Kim. Nothing shiny and nothing white. So shiny and white together, she's supposed to look like a balloon. I've seen her look bigger. Suzanne, haven't you seen her look bigger in other outfits?
I have seen her look better. She looks fabulous.
She... Rough weekend, Suzanne? What? Rough weekend? I'm playing, you look cute. That's the great thing about working, you know, on shows and like in radio and stuff. You can dress any way you want when you go to work. It's gotta be fun for the entire... No, it's cute!
This is new!
I said it's cute. It is fancy. Look. Anyway, Kim, I liked your going to court outfit, and I noticed that even though you've gained pregnancy weight, you've still got your cheekbones and you still got your beauty, so. And you look a lot like Courtney there. Anyway, you know we do this show by counting everybody's business. So look, it's been 529 days since she filed for divorce. Now, you know she was married for 72 days. By our count, and you can look at our chart, that's 7 times longer than the marriage itself. I must say, you know, I had high hopes in the beginning of this case that Chris Humphries was going to win and you know, teach the Kardashians and their trickery a thing or two, but he's not going to win. I mean, first of all, Kim has won round one. One of the reasons is that he didn't even show up to court. How are we going to win if we don't show up? Kim and Chris were both required to make the appearance there in LA, but he missed his flight from New York. Damn you, Chris. So the judge was reportedly livid at Chris Humphries. In the meantime, Chris, they say, might be fined for not showing up. An agreement couldn't be reached, so the one good thing about him not showing up is that because they couldn't reach an agreement, now the trial has to be public. And it's set to begin on May 6th. Now, Kim and her lawyers are doing their best to stop it from being televised. please don't listen to them. Please televise it. It'll be the best TV with a snack ever. Yes.